Can a plane land after disappearing for 37 years? Listen to the mysterious story of Pan Am Flight 914. Have you ever imagined that a plane could suddenly disappear for decades and then one day return from the sky? Was Flight 914 really lost in 1955? And did it return in 1992? If that's true, where was the plane all those years? How did the passengers survive? Was it time travel, a secret experiment, or a mystery the world still doesn't know? In this video, we will open the door to the mystery of Flight 914, a story that has puzzled people for decades. What is the truth, and what is just a rumor? Stay until the end of the video because this is not just the story of a plane. It is the story of a mystery that seems to have traveled through time. The weather was clear, the wind was calm, everything seemed perfectly normal. After takeoff, the flight continued exactly according to plan. But suddenly, 1 hour and 45 minutes later, the aircraft disappeared from radar, as if it had erased itself from the sky. There was no warning, no message, and no emergency signal. Air traffic control in Florida was shocked. Search operations began immediately. Ships were sent across the ocean. The Navy and Coast Guard started searching, but the aircraft seemed to have vanished into thin air. No wreckage, no fuel trace, not even a small piece of metal. It was as if the plane had never existed. A few days later, newspapers ran shocking headlines. Vanished in the sky, Flight 914 mystery. 10 days later, when all hope was gone, the aircraft was officially declared missing. Families were informed that the passengers would never return. Some people cried their final goodbyes. Others stopped waiting, and the case was closed. Presumed crash, no survivors. But was the case really closed? Because 37 years later, the world was shocked again. 1992, Venezuela. An air traffic control operator suddenly noticed something unusual on the radar. An old model aircraft appeared without any prior signal. The plane lowered its landing gear. When the control tower contacted the aircraft, something unbelievable happened. The pilot responded, "This is Pan Am Flight 914, requesting permission to land." The room went silent. Controllers looked at each other in disbelief, because Pan American World Airways had already shut down in 1991, and Flight 914 had disappeared 37 years earlier. Airport authorities immediately checked old records. The call sign matched. The captain's name was the same, Captain Miguel Victor. Everything matched the records from 1955. The airport quickly prepared for landing. Security teams were deployed. Medical staff were called. Immigration officers were alerted. Finally, the announcement came. Pan Am Flight 914 cleared to land. Soon, an old aircraft appeared in the sky. It was a Douglas DC-4. The plane looked extremely old. Dust covered the body. The paint was peeling off. The wings showed signs of rust. It looked like something taken out of a museum. But the real shock came when the door opened. Passengers started coming out one by one. Women were wearing 1950s skirts. Men wore fedora hats and old-fashioned suits. They carried vintage suitcases and paper tickets written by hand. No barcodes, no electronic data. Everything looked like it belonged to another era. One woman was holding a 3-year-old child. But if the child was 3 years old in 1955, he should have been over 40 years old in 1992. So what was happening? Was it a technical mistake, a conspiracy, or had the plane slipped through a crack in time? The entire airport was shocked. Passengers looked confused, as if they had entered another world. Within hours, the news spread everywhere. Headlines screamed, "Time traveler plane lands." Reporters rushed to the airport. Government agencies became active. An immigration officer approached the plane for questioning. But suddenly, something unexpected happened. The pilot closed the door, and without permission, the aircraft took off again. Everyone stood there, shocked, watching the plane disappear into the sky, and it was never seen again. The world was divided into two groups. One group believed it was proof of time travel. Another group believed it was just a clever hoax. Later, investigators discovered something surprising. Many fact-checking organizations revealed that the story actually came from a tabloid newspaper called Weekly World News, which was known for publishing fictional stories. There was no official aviation record of Pan Am Flight 914 disappearing in 1955, and no confirmed landing in Venezuela in 1992. Most experts now believe the entire story was a fictional news article. that spread around the world and became an urban legend. So what do you think? Was Flight 914 a real case of time travel? Or just one of the most fascinating mystery stories ever created? Comment below and tell us your opinion. And if you enjoyed this mysterious story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because in the next episode, we will explore even deeper mysteries that challenge reality itself.